So this is the behind the scenes video for Tip Off. I just come down to film this little bit to camera here. And on the way down, behind me on the bridge there, which is used in the film, there's a stile, and crossing that, there's two amazing teeny weeny little lizards, and they're incredibly rare on the Isle of Man. Well, this has got nothing to do with the behind the scenes film, but super cool. The film was shot during a 14-month period here on the Isle of Man, using locations that were accessible to me. One of the locations used in the film was the airport, and I was lucky to have access to that during lockdown. So some of the scenes were filmed in the control tower, and I also recorded, using the Video Mic Pro, the footsteps in the fire escape leading up to the control tower, because the reverb in there is just fantastic. So I recorded footsteps, some of the doors closing, and those were used in the film, and I added no reverb in post. So all the aircraft and helicopter shots that were used in the film were all shot down at the airport, and I was lucky enough to get a tip off that the US Marine Corps were coming in one of their Ospreys to do some training. So at the outset of this project, I decided that I would attempt to write and perform the score for this film, which seemed like a good idea at the time, until I actually tried to do it. And without question, this was the hardest part of the film. It took me ages to get the right rhythm and feel for the score. I used lots of different drum machines with syncopated patterns, all kinds of different variations. And in the end, I gave up with the drum machines and just sat on my KL and just banged out a rhythm at 150 beats. And that had a much more organic feel about it and made the rest of the score a lot easier to do. The sound effects used in the film were recorded using the Rode Video Mic Pro, and just recording straight into my camera and then just using the audio file in post. Some Foley was recorded at home, and I used my NTA2, which is a studio mic that I've been using to record guitars and vocals for the last few years. A fantastic mic. And finally, I'd like to thank the people that helped me out on this film. James, who did all the running, Loki, who stood in at short notice as a stunt double, Sarah, Dan and Tom, who provided the voiceover for the baddies.
Okay, don't worry.
And last but not least, Barrington Happy Twat, Barry the Lurcher, who provided some first class barking, panting and growling. And thank you for watching.